And welcome back to another episode of the Between Holes podcast. Number 9. I wish I could tell you everything was terrific on the Pacific today, but it's not. Nothing is terrific on the Pacific today. And I really wish I was just back on land, man. Holy fuck. It's not a great day on the ocean today. Super choppy seas. We made a stop in Acapulco for 420, which was great. I wanted to stop. Said I was going to do a podcast episode there. Didn't get to it. It was April 20th. Is another fact. It's completely unrelated. I'm going to be a little spacey today. Why don't you go ahead, dial in your compasses to 16 degrees, 24 minutes north, 99 degrees, 15 minutes west. Did you know that a nautical mile is actually 1 minute of longitude around the globe? I bet you didn't. And I didn't either until about 3 days ago. Holy crap, I just wanted to stop. So, seas are about 4 to 6 feet right now. Winds rushing at around 15 knots. That's not the bad part. The bad part is we're taking it directly broadside to the boat. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, you can definitely see how much we're rocking about. If you're listening to this, what's going on is that this morning the winds were coming out of the northwest, and when that happens over a long enough period of time, the swell, which is sailor speak for waves, starts to match the wind, because that's where the winds come from is where the waves come from, as I have gathered to learn observational science here from my time at sea so far. But then, this afternoon, the wind shifted coming out of the northwest to coming out of the west. And what has started to happen is there has been a second swell that has started to build up from this opposite direction, which is creating some extremely choppy and extremely uncomfortable seas for us sailors today. It wasn't bad until about 2 p.m. It's around 5:45 when I'm recording this now. And we have waves coming from the old swell, which hasn't died yet. And now we have broadside waves coming from us. It's like getting dick from in both holes. If you're into that kind of thing, I guess. If you're not into that thing, it's pretty awful. And at the very least, everybody can agree whether you like it or not. It's just a lot. I have my C-bands on today, and boy, do I need them. Because, as Alain says, this is the shit. We just need to get through the shit, and it's fine. That day where we had the bad weather, the wind was stronger and the waves were higher, but it wasn't hitting the boat like this. We were getting it from behind that day. And if you can see, I don't know if you can see on the video, but it's truly, you have waves coming this way, the wind's blowing them atop the other way. So when it hits the boat, you get one end of the boat that goes up first. It starts from stern, port side, and then it rolls all the way to the forward port side, to the forward starboard. I can't even think, man. That's what's so bad about it. When the wind gets like this, it's just not cool. Speaking of stormy seas and rough waves, a few days ago we were contacted by the U.S. Coast Guard about a missing vessel called Ocean Bound. They were last seen leaving Mazatlan towards Cabo, and we are in that stretch of the Pacific Ocean, so they wanted to know if we had seen them, currently see them, or know about their whereabouts. We don't. Probably a pretty bad news if the Coast Guard's calling us about another boat from halfway down Mexico. We see in the news today, national news, this boat is still missing. It's been 10 days, so our thoughts and prayers go out to Ocean Bound. In other news, the Spectra water maker is fixed now. Thanks, Spectra. We are making all the fresh water we can and all the fresh water we need, which is awesome. We're going to get to the song of the day today because I just can't today. Song of the day today is Electric Love by Borns. So if you're following us along live, you can go ahead and listen to that. If not, I'll see you on the other side. Why is it Electric Love by Borns today? Because to be completely transparent, I need some comfort music right now. My stomach is not feeling great and my mood is pretty down. Here it is. Electric Love by Borns. Oh my God. That was Electric Love by Borns. It was a nice little break from the peace and quiet. And now Alain's going to explain to me why I'm so uncomfortable right now.
Okay. So we have a large swell that comes from west-southwest because the wind was blowing in that direction offshore for 2 or 3 days. They give a warning forecast for the north of us, so Baja California, with large wind. So we have the swell, but we don't have the wind in the same direction. The wind we got is more about west. So we have a large swell from southwest, west-southwest, and a small one from west. So the sea is a bit choppy and not very comfortable because the boat is just, checked by the large waves from the southwest. So it's hard for the pilot to keep his course, and it's not very comfy. So the cook is making great cooking without spilling the food in this shaky sea. But the forecast is telling us that the wind will go more west tonight. So the wave slowly will become, the swell will become from west. So it's going to be more comfy, but you have to wait for everything get tied up by the wind.
Isn't that the thing? How you just have to wait on the sailboat sometimes, and there's nothing you can do. It's a slower pace of life. When we were taking that little music break, a little bird landed on the table down there. And, I wish I could say I cared. But, really, I don't care about the fucking bird. I just want the seas to calm down. And, I wish I could say everything was terrific on the Pacific. And it's okay that some days it's not. It's okay some days it's not, I guess. But, I'm just trying to be real. And I'm just trying to be honest. I'm not going to be one of those Instagram people that is always in a good mood and always has the fake smile on their face and everything's great and everything's wonderful. Because it's not wonderful today. And I really wish I was in my bed back in some cabin on some mountain. Yeah, I'm complaining about the
dinner in there.
Chris is cooking dinner. Chris is...
Vegetables, making chicken.
Chris is chopping vegetables.
Oh my God.
He's making chicken curry. You can call me a bitch
I'm not.
if you want.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm cooking dinner.
Chris is cooking dinner, and I am very grateful for Chris for cooking dinner. I am. I don't mean to complain, but this is my outlet. Chris, this is my outlet. This is the only thing I have.
Big sale problems right here.
This is big sale. I'm on my luxury catamaran having a bad time, okay? Dinner's being cooked for me while I'm podcasting on my yacht. Feel bad for me. Just feel bad for me, okay? My podcast studio is experiencing some choppy seas.
Who else can say that?
Who else? You know what? I'm happy that nobody else can say that. Because okay, that's it. If you want to come back tomorrow, you can come back tomorrow. And I hopefully the seas will be a little bit better. Alain said they would be. In the meantime, I'm going to just wait until dinner's served to me on a silver platter. And then I'm going to try and not puke it up and get through my watch. And I'm going to edit this tomorrow. For now, peace.